Hi, everyone. How's everyone doing today? I've been in the chat looking at some of the comments and saying hi to everybody. So if you're just joining and I haven't said hi to you, hi, how are you guys? It is cold here. It's very cold here. I have had a very, very, very busy week. I don't even know how many miles I've driven this week. I've been back and forth 4 or 5 times. I've lost count at this point. There's different things I had to go out for different reasons on different days, and something would strike me and I'm like, I need to go and check this. So I definitely will not be able to cover everything I've done this last week. But I will go over as much as I can today, and I have a lot of things that are really important or confusing, or I mean, we already know this case is confusing as can be. I'm going to share the screen right off the bat because I want you guys to see this, and I want you guys to you'll see why. Okay, so I'm going to go through some of these comments real quick. Oh, Kansas City at San Francisco. Oh, man. I didn't even realize that today. You guys, my days are literally, they're all over the place right now. So right here, I just want to go over this. So obviously it's a different angle. The water is down. This is a picture I took, and it disturbs me. It disturbs me greatly. The reason why this picture disturbs me so much is because Washoe County Hasty team, who I sent an email to, haven't heard back from yet. I'm going to call them if they don't email me back. And I said the email as nice as possible, where, I don't necessarily think you guys did anything wrong here. And I'm not saying that you're not capable of finding that vehicle. But what I am saying is that in this picture, you're directly over the area where Kylie's car was located. So I have so many questions. It's really, I mean, I went tree by tree matching up the road. Let me move this over for you guys. It's very disturbing. So this is the road up and out. And obviously water levels are different. The angle's different. Everything's going to be different. I'm, obviously not right there with the water level being higher. Obviously the water receded. But this is the exact area that I took the picture. I'm so lost as to this picture, because they're directly, like, they're right there, you guys. I can't say this enough. I have spent so much time on just this picture. And this is when, the divers first went out there for Washoe County. They were one of the dive teams. Washoe County is the county that I live in currently, in Reno. So I have no problem going. I mean, they're not, from what I read on their website, they're completely, it seems, ran off of donations also. But this picture doesn't sit well with me, because how could it? I mean, how could that sit well with you if they have, similar capabilities? We already know the vehicle wasn't that far down. I mean, I needed to share this with you guys right off the bat, because it's really, really been like very heavy on me, because this picture is taken where I took a picture of obviously different angles and everything. And it's really hard for me to wonder why they didn't find her. Like, how do you justify that she wasn't found that day? So either, there's speculation that people are saying, maybe her car wasn't there. I don't know, but I do know that is the location, and it's really, really, it's really, really hard to not feel some type of way about this picture. It really is. So we're gonna move on from that, because like I said, you guys, I have a lot of stuff I do want to go over with you. 777. I'm telling you to look at the numbers. Where is 777? I'm going to be on too long. I wanted to. Oh, okay. You're not going to be on too long. I just wanted to say hello to all my favorite people. I'm trying to get the son to rest and nap. Yes, and I hope your son feels better. That's awful. Sick children are so it's heartbreaking, and it's never fun because they're so helpless. Simply inexcusable. Yes, 100%. I just have a really hard time with it, you guys. Just really have a hard time with it. Just got here starting from beginning. Yeah, it's a journey. This is a journey. So let me get just let's get into everything else, you guys. So and I just really wanted to um you know let you know that I don't just put a picture next to a picture and be like, oh, that looks awfully familiar, or that looks like it could be here. No, I 100% check trees, check, okay, where's this rock? Where's that rock? It's just, I have to, so I can make sure that it's, legitimate. I don't want to give you guys information that's not true. Like I've said. I do want to, I do want to put up this picture. And the reason why I want to put up this picture is because I want your guys' opinion on something. In this picture, what color are Kylie's shoes? And I'll just wait and see what people see, because let's see, I thought the same thing after that. I questioned everything. Yeah, definitely. I questioned everything from the moment that car got pulled out. All right, they're white, right? Okay. So I just like I said, you guys, I come to you also with questions because I want to make sure I'm not just seeing things. Yeah, so they are white. The shoes that were in the autopsy were gray and green. So that stuck out to me also. That's just something I don't know what the significance is. Did she have extra shoes with her? Why did the shoes change? I From all accounts, when they were describing what she was last seen wearing, I thought they were like black Vans or something like that. These are not black. They're definitely white. So I'm a little confused. And like I said, I don't get why that was even like it shows in the picture right there. Those shoes are not black and green at all. So I don't quite understand that. There are some things that I have been questioning. One of them was the officer that, when I found the glass and I called Nevada County Sheriff's Office to let them know about it, I spoke with a detective. Now, the detective I spoke with, I haven't seen his name mentioned anywhere, and that just seemed kind of odd to me. I'm sure there's multiple law enforcement detectives working on it or whatnot, or so one would hope. But I never ever saw his name mentioned, and so I started digging into why would somebody's name not ever be mentioned? And so I found this officer, and and this guy. So what happened is there was a woman in 2021, February of 2021, and she was going. Let me just pull it up so you guys can see, so you know what I'm talking about, because it really doesn't make sense to just tell you it, not show you it. So okay, so this is a message that the Nevada County Sheriff's Office had released in February of 2021. And it goes on to say, please take a moment to view this video message from Sheriff Moon regarding the deputy involved shooting on Thursday. Good afternoon. So this is a transcript of what she said, because I didn't want to, play the video and pull all that up and possibly have technical difficulties or who knows what would happen. So it says, as you may know, yesterday your sheriff's office was involved in a deputy-involved shooting in Alta Sierra. This was a rapidly evolving incident that unfortunately led to the loss of this young lady's life. Each and every day, our staff are called on to respond to situations that can have unpredictable outcomes. We take that responsibility very seriously, and when tragic events occur, they impact everyone, including our staff and their families. Immediately following the incident, I requested that the Nevada County District Attorney's Office conduct the formal investigation into the incident. This is to ensure the investigation remains independent from the sheriff's office. Okay. So they're making sure it gets looked at by somebody else, or however that goes. Let's see. And then let's see. The investigation will include taking statements from, I feel like I'm missing a screenshot here, from multiple witnesses, reviewing any available video footage, as well as an in-depth analysis of the forensic evidence at the scene. I ask that you have patience with the investigative process, as the highly skilled detectives from the district attorney's office, with the assistance from the Grass Valley Police Department and Truckee Police Department, work diligently to recreate the events of Thursday afternoon. We also will conduct a complete review of the deputies' actions based on our policies and procedures. So I'm going to stop right there, because right off the bat, I have a question. Grass Valley Police Department and Truckee Police Department, as well as the district attorney's office, is taking over, the investigation into it. But why was Truckee called into an investigation when there's Nevada City Police Department, which is more local to the area that they're talking about, Alta Sierra, than Truckee would be? So right off the bat, it doesn't make sense to me why they would pull in Truckee Police Department when they have Grass Valley Police Department and Nevada City Police Department to pull from. So it's confusing to me why they would pull Truckee in. So that right off the bat doesn't make sense to me. So it is what it is. I obviously don't understand that, but I want to make it known to you guys that there is a Grass Valley Police Department, a Nevada City Police Department, and a Nevada County Sheriff's Department. There's also a Truckee Police Department. Truckee is further away from Alta Sierra than any of the other ones that I listed. Obviously, the Nevada County Sheriff's Office is not going to do their own investigation, so they pulled in the district attorney, Grass Valley, and Truckee. But to have Truckee involved in this as an investigation doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. So I'm going to move on from that. In the coming weeks, my office will publicly release video and/or audio that may help to describe the incident. Mind you guys, we still have not heard anything released for Kylie. So I don't understand. I cannot make it make sense. While it will not change the outcome, it will provide the transparency that your sheriff's office is committed to with respect to future updates regarding this case. So this case, I guess it doesn't really say what 100% happened here. And I thought I had a better one, but I guess I don't. So based on standard policy, the two deputies involved have been placed on administrative leave. They are deputy, you can read it right there, with 4.5 years of service, and Deputy Harrison with 4 years of service to Nevada County. We have received numerous questions as to well-being of the deputies. I'm thankful neither one of them were physically injured during this incident. Finally, I would like to thank the many residents of Alta Sierra, including several that stopped to assist. I am aware of the significant inconvenience this created in your neighborhood and appreciate your patience and understanding. You're speaking, okay, so what I read on this on this incident is a woman was walking down a road in Alta Sierra yielding a knife. She had a knife. There were 2 children with her children. They tried to tase her. The tase didn't work, so they shot her. Now, they didn't shoot her like a, basically like here, like shoot in the leg or the arm or something to, defend themselves, because apparently she went, towards them with the knife. So they felt in danger, but they didn't shoot her in a way that would just injure her. She succumbed to her, the gunshot wound. So, I got this comment that was on this post, and I really wanted to share it with you guys because it's it just goes to show you about how people do feel, So this person said, I hope that we can all see the truth in this incident before it is covered up. No one would want to admit guilt to this, and I'm afraid there will be much done to protect the officers at fault. As no, this will not change the outcome. I'm very eager to see the footage, but in no case, no matter what takes place in those videos, audios, should a woman with her own kids in a friendly yet stuck up golf community full of Karens, should a woman be shot once, let alone 5 times? 5 times. Let's I don't know what it says. Let's be real, people. 5 times, really? All I can say is thank you to the police officers for doing your duty and in turn making 2 children orphans, taking away their only living parent. I hope these men are sitting with a heavy heart right now, and I hope they will learn and grow from this experience. But I know I will not feel safe in that area if these cops are still on the field with the public. So that right there is why this officer's name is not mentioned, like whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like not mentioned, because there's people that don't want like they don't they don't want to hear about this officer. He was already involved in something that it affected the community. It obviously traumatized those children that were there, as your I mean, those kids watched their mom get shot. If I understand that if you feel unsafe, that's what they do, is they shoot to protect themselves. But 5 times is that's pretty excessive. So I don't know, and that's what I mean, you guys. There's a bunch of different things that I've been looking into this week that I've already said I'm here to expose anything I can find, prove, bring up from Nevada County, and just show how things get brushed under the rug, because many people have said no, it's not like that, or whatever. It really is, you guys. There's a lot to it. So that was just one of the things that I found when I was really trying to make it make sense about why I hadn't heard from or about this detective, and he's the one that I spoke with on the phone. So it was just confusing to me. So I wanted to just put that out there. There's a reason why his name wasn't mentioned, and it just goes to show just the things that don't get handled or get handled improperly. It's a really sickening feeling to read some of the stuff I come across. So this I wanted to share with you guys. This was off of KCRA. When Kylie's car was first located by AWP, and they were, they had their live copter 3 in the air. And that's actually where I was watching it from, was KCR. I think it was KCRA 3. I'm pretty sure it was KCRA 3. I started watching it on like Colo, which is Reno news. But when I was watching it the other day, I took a screenshot of this. And the reason why I took a screenshot of this is because something doesn't sit right with me in this picture also. So I'm going to zoom. Did anybody ever hear about what this is or notice this? Like, now let me show you why this sticks out to me. So you remember when I posted the other day about the second memorial? Where is that picture? So that second memorial is right here. And this is right by where that area is. Literally walk down just a little bit and it's right there where they're standing. So I don't know if those have, I'm just now, like I'm saying, if you watch things, you guys, you'll see things you didn't see before, because, maybe the first time it was just the shock of watching it, because it was, obviously the outcome none of us wanted. And you don't watch it because, you're not looking for clues at that time. But the more you watch these things, the more things stick out. Now, when I say that was weird to me, it really is because of the fact that at nighttime, they're out there And where is it? Hold on, I have to find the picture. And they're over there. I mean, that's exactly the same area, you know? It just really, it doesn't make me feel any better about what they have over there. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if anybody's actually caught that too. If you guys have, please let me know. I'm going to look through the comments right now because I feel like I haven't been able to keep up with them because I have so much that I want to get out to you guys because, you know, it's super important. I'm going to go through some of these comments. As I'm going through some of these comments, I'm going to play some video from the tunnels so you guys can watch that as I'm going through comments. But I don't know. And also I wanted to warn some people. I don't know. I've seen people get upset about me using the word Boca Dam. So if you're one of those people that gets easily upset with cuss words, I maybe don't watch. There's things in here you wouldn't want to read, I guess. I don't know. But I just want, actually, you know what? I'm going to put a picture up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this picture up for you guys. And I want you guys to screenshot it. And I want you to zoom in on it. And like you guys know, I don't speak names. But I am going to put this out here and you guys can so if you don't know, I went out to the Donner Pass tunnels, and when I went out there, I figured there would be some messages written out there, possibly. You know, I mean, it makes sense. There are definitely some messages, but here's the picture I want you guys to screenshot. And you guys will notice things that are changed on it and stuff like that. So I'm going to go through these comments while you guys take a look at that picture. Let's see. Wow. I feel like I need to slow the chat a little bit. I haven't seen anybody ask me to, but I feel like I should probably slow this chat. Okay, so why does she have a knife? Feels like she was trying to leave with kids and had a knife to protect herself and kids, like she was trying to leave maybe. Yeah, I don't know. And I want to, I definitely wanted to dig into that a little more, Katie Bug, because I feel like I could probably get in touch with family or something like that. Definitely, I definitely want to get more of that story. It's a little interesting because, you know, there's always more than one side to a story. I mean, supposedly the body cam footage was released. I want to find that too. So if any of you guys want to check that out, that actually was on the Nevada County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. Okay, that's exact. I was actually living in Northern California when that happened. I remember that clear as day. I'll admit I never heard anything else about that girl. I wouldn't doubt it's connected. It's just weird that, you know, his name's not mentioned, and I feel like if you're not mentioning something, there's a reason, and I've not once heard his name mentioned. So if anybody has heard that and I'm wrong, definitely tell me, because I do not want to be spreading any false information. But his name was never mentioned that I have seen on anything. And he is the detective that called me back when I was out at Prosser. So it was weird to me, and it still is. So I still have more digging to do into that, but I just needed to get to the bottom of why he's not being mentioned. And that 100% to me is a reason why somebody would not be mentioned. Look up Michael Moore's short documentary of the judicial system in Nevada County. Oh, I haven't seen that, but I have a lot I still have to do. A lot. And I did reach out to the other video, the Placer County one. I did reach out to her. I haven't heard back from her yet either. So I hope, I've seen her account. It looks like the account's like active again. So maybe she'll reach out. I hope you look into the club. NJ, which club? Which club are you referring to? Only 70 likes. We can do better. Oh, thanks, Rob. Hello. Hi, Misguided. Out of time. That happened in Henderson, Nevada. They shot an ice cream truck lady in front of her kids. They got sued and won. See? And that's the thing. Those children, oh my goodness. My heart breaks for those kids. It's just, I love CC. So genuine, and you could feel she really cares through her videos. So guys, remember, thank you so much. And I do. I have spent I have spent more hours on this case this week than I have with my own husband at all. That's just it's just how it is, I have to get, if something happens and it clicks and it makes sense. I literally leave, and most of the time he goes with me if he can. But I have to go out there right then and there. It's something I just have to, because I don't want to lose that train of thought. It's really easy to lose that train of thought. Even if you write it down, you're still not going to have that exact train of thought. Like I told you guys, I'm still working on that, on fire cam footage, and I'll actually give you guys a reason why. I'll show you right now. I hope you guys got that screenshot. I will obviously go over more, but there's this cool little like bench area I found on one of my trips out there. I just want you guys to check it out, and it'll make sense when I get done with all my camera footage and matching everything up. But this is pretty cool looking, let's see. I just posted on Real Justice video number 22 about this. Vid number 22 about this. Okay. It's by the yellow tape. What? Okay, sorry guys. I'm trying to catch up. Thanks for the reminder. Wow, I never noticed that. What the heck is that? Yeah, no, there's some crazy stuff, you guys. I saw massive tire tracks going down the water on different clip just after Kylie went missing. And that's another thing, Chris, the tire tracks, when they're pulling her vehicle out, obviously, there's going to be tracks. And let me just show you, because I believe I have it in this file. But it's definitely going to leave some marks, because look. Well, this wasn't it. Okay, here's one. So, I mean, there's marks down there. So if there would have been a way to see it. That's the part I don't understand. Is what date was that screenshot from again? Which one? I apologize. I've shown quite a few, but I'll definitely. Are you talking about the case in Nevada County? Because if that's the one, it was from February 2021, and I can pull that back up too. But here's something else I want to go over. I told you guys I have a lot to share with you. Trolling isn't protected speech. Oh yeah, and I see you guys are commenting Juan. I didn't really take that. That wasn't. It's definitely not what I focused on. I didn't see it that way. I saw a bunch of other things though, and I don't know why this vehicle has all red lights. That's interesting. Okay, so let me get through these, and then I'm going to share something else I want to. Hi, CNY family. Laced in perfume. Have you looked into Detective Sawyer? Was lead detective on Kylie's case. Apparently mentioned an autopsy report, as well as SF was in touch. No, so I haven't looked into him. I've looked into a lot of them, but I haven't looked into him yet. Like I said, I get one thing and I just have to go do that. But I'm definitely going to be looking into some other things this week. I saw a news feed from Reno same day. Yeah, and Reno. I told somebody I was gonna go check out that where it's CNY. There has a video, and the video is of a 911 call. I haven't been able to watch it all the way yet because I wanted to get everything put together for you guys. But I'm gonna go up there. It's a gated community. I don't know how what it'll do, but I want to go check it out. I do know which community that is, and it is a very upscale neighborhood, very, very upscale neighborhood. Who is Dana and Nate? You guys should zoom in underneath the dates. If you screenshotted that, you guys should zoom in under the Nates on the one on the right. And I don't understand. I don't really understand, you guys. I really don't. Oh, thank you, TF. You don't need to do that though. Caroline, our 22 cents. Okay. All right. So now I want to change. Yep. Someone changed the years on those. Yep. That's one of the major things on there. The other one is underneath the date on the right one. It was really, really strange to me. Hi, Kiki. How are you? Was that her phone found in that sandy hole? I don't have confirmation that her phone was. I mean, I don't really know who. We don't know much. So if that was her phone, that would make sense. I looked for that hole. I did find that when I was there last, and there's nothing there. So I am hoping, and I'm really, really hoping that they did. Like I said, a viewer had seen it. I believe called it in. So they did have the knowledge of it. So it's just so hard to tell if anything was actually done with anything that's been given, you guys. It really is, because I held out hope that they were going to do a thorough investigation, and nothing was thorough about any of this. I want to ask a question while I'm pulling up this next thing. Does anybody know what IMDb is, and do you have to sign up for it? I mean, I know what it is, but do you have to sign up for it, or does it automatically make you an account if you have a video that, like a TV clip or anything like that? If anybody knows, I really would like to know that. Like if they sign you up for it, or you have to personally sign up for it. And it'll make sense why I'm asking that in just a second. Okay, so as if you guys read the description, I, from all accounts, have not seen that the windshield on Kylie's vehicle was broken out or anything like that. Obviously, the other side windows were, and that was, part of the glass that I found when I was out there. But I haven't seen that the windshield was busted out. I didn't see that. So I've gone to different channels like KCRA, CBS Sacramento, anything that has footage of that car, and I can't make. I don't see that it's not there. I see that the windshield is there. But when I went back this last time, I decided I wanted to go back through the glass. We had purchased a metal detector, and I wanted to see if there was anything in there, like if it would pick up anything. So I started digging around in the glass, and I saw the pieces that kind of spider web. They spider web when they crack, which is the side windows. But then I found a bunch of these, and right off the bat, I was like, that is where your rear view mirror goes. But I don't see in any pictures that the windshield was gone or smashed, or, I mean, I don't know. And if it was smashed, would these be coming? I don't know. So I went and I found a 2013 Honda CRV, because I had to verify. It was poking inwards like a bat hit it or a rock when turning car underwater. Okay, so this is 100% a piece of the windshield. So I found 2013. Remember how there's all this talk about Did she have a sunroof? No, she did not have a sunroof. I've screenshotted live, this car did not have a sunroof. The one that was pulled out of the lake did not have a sunroof, because I know there's people, that have opinions that it wasn't her car. And like I said, everybody is, has their own opinions. So that glass obviously wouldn't match up to a sunroof. But pause this. Okay, so 2013 Honda CRV EX. The windshield is there, but it looks like someone's head went into it. Ugh. And to get in this was just not fun. I'm not gonna lie. And all I've seen in the last couple of days is CRVs everywhere. So this is, obviously the same piece of glass that I just showed you guys. So I really want to see if I can get more information on that windshield, because it was definitely that glass that's surrounding, the rear view mirror. And then I wanted you guys to see that area. So I want you guys to be able to have, that's what I say. Like, I mean it when I say I want you guys to have as much information as possible. And I have no problem sharing it if I'm getting it for myself to come up with my own, get my facts. So it helps you. So here is, the back area. It is larger than I actually thought. My mom's vehicle, it's a CRV also, but it's an older one, so that area is not as open as this one is. But I did want to share that with you guys, and it's not fun to share this kind of stuff, because you can't help but to imagine poor Kylie. It's really hard. It really, really is. So getting this kind of stuff is not always like the tunnels. Those were pretty neat to do. It was something you don't ever see. It's not something that, oh yeah, I went to the tunnels today. It's not something that you normally do. This wasn't as fun, because I didn't want to have to match up, what glass looked like where, and then check out the same, your vehicle and all that. So I do want to share it with you, though, because I think everybody needs to be aware of, areas, sizes, different factors that we need, you guys. Let's see. Okay. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys on the glass, because the glass didn't, I haven't seen where it's completely, caved in or anything. So if anybody has that kind of stuff, I would totally appreciate it. Oh gosh, the bots are back. I thought we were getting really good at getting rid of these, you guys. Hi, Suspicious. Oh, I tried blocking it, and then one of you guys did it too. I hope I didn't put somebody in timeout on accident. We already know how that goes with me on this. Okay, so this is another thing I wanted to show you. This is where Kylie's vehicle was located, up at the top. This is the top part. So people are obviously going out there and having bonfires or whatever they're doing. I don't know, because this is much bigger than the last tiny one I saw when I was out there at one point. But it just was really, that's definitely not somewhere I would just go and have a bonfire. It just doesn't work for me. I couldn't. All right, so I want to go over the tunnels with you guys. I gave you guys that one picture to take a screenshot of, but I want to actually show you guys these tunnels. So they are, like I said, it's an experience. They're really interesting to see, but I just had this weird feeling that there would possibly be like a message there, or who knows. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff here, and you have to understand they don't have they're not all from here, but I feel like the messages, they definitely, the names coinciding with certain things just it's really weird to me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is the way we took to get down into them. This one's the first one, and there's many, and they go all the way back. Like it's extensive. We were out there for about 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours. I didn't even really look at how long, but it was starting to get darker, so we didn't want to chance being, all the way back in a far tunnel and coming and having to go all the way back. It's like a 2.5 mile hike, somewhat around that. Let me see if there's any comments. I'm sorry, but mad at AWP. Thanks so much for your hard work. They're gone. Thanks, Michaela. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was trying to delete them, but you guys were on it before I did. So I hope I didn't put somebody else in timeout, because it said I put somebody in timeout, and it's kind of weird. It's like timeout. That's so weird. Okay. Aren't fires only allowed in approved camp rings? I don't believe, honestly, Eric, I don't even think fires are approved, period, right now, because of the fire dangers. I believe fires are not allowed whatsoever. And I'm almost 100% on that, because I believe I saw signs for it, like fire, campfire is strictly prohibited. This area, Nevada County, is very, there's always a big fire pretty much every year, at least one. So they are really big with, making sure that fires don't get out of control. So yeah, no, there was not supposed to be a fire there. It definitely should not have been a fire at the sanctuary. And we went over that in one of the other lives. It's definitely something that is dangerous. There's pine needles all over there. It's just not a good idea at all. Yeah, fires are a big no-no here in Nevada County. Yep, exactly. You can't, it's just, there's always a huge fire. And hi, Patrick. I will shoot me an email, Patrick. I've been meaning to reach out to you. Like I said, I've had a very, very, very busy week. But shoot me an email. I did want to talk to you. We have some things to discuss about the sheriff. Christina. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys. I mean, you guys are super supportive and keeps me, going to not lose faith and knowing that she was failed completely and figuring out how to bring justice. That's the hardest part is, everything I do, I have to make sure that it's gonna make an impact. I have to make sure that it's important. So I really have to choose where I put my time on certain things, because if I can show something or I can prove something that's going to change everything, that, gosh, I cannot. I mean, that's the entire goal here. And there's so many awesome channels that are not giving up, and it's amazing, you guys. There's just too many, and at this point, the red flags keep piling up. It's not one or two or three. It is numerous. I mean, I don't even think I could count how many red flags there are. So I did ask about that IMDb thing, and I haven't really seen if anybody's answered it or not. But can you confirm where the tunnels are on the map? I'm not so familiar with the geography there. Sorry. Yeah, let me just pull up Google real quick for you guys. What's the best way? And you guys know how much I love maps. Okay, so I'm trying to get them all pulled up for you guys. But you have to find the entrance. I don't want to make you guys look at this with me because it's not that fun. Okay. So right here. All right. So right here is a parking lot where you can park to walk through. There's a bunch of different areas you can park. I believe that's not where I parked. I think I parked up here. Trying to figure out where I parked. But the tunnels are really they're massive, you guys. They go back and go back and go back. I wish I could. So there's this one. This is where I took that picture. There's another one. There's this area that's cut out. That vehicle actually drove down and then started driving through the tunnels. That was really awful because these tunnels are enclosed to where you don't get a lot of oxygen in them, like fresh air. I mean, I'm sure you obviously are getting some, but when you have that diesel in there, it just made it really like disgusting to breathe that in the entire time, and you can't escape from it because it depends on which tunnel you're in. If there's slits in the concrete, or if it's one that's carved out by hand, like some of these were. So it was awful. I don't driving down there was just not fun. So this is what I mean. Like this is one of them. So yeah, the tunnels go for quite some time, you guys. Okay, so I want to get back to showing you guys some more of the tunnels because, like I said, there's some messages in here, and it's quite interesting to see them. And many some of these are videos, so you're gonna have to screenshot them or whatnot, and be able to get a good idea. I could not record the entire thing because they're too much. They're long. I'm gonna go through some of these comments while you guys. If anyone did get blocked or timeout or anything, email me. Yeah, definitely. If anybody got put on timeout, I apologize. I've tried to like block them, and then I think what happens is if something gets taken down before I did it, then it goes to the next comment because I actually blocked Casey at one point. Definitely did not mean to. Patrick, it's mad windy here. My sister runs a wedding dress shop in a ladies' mill, so I caught 3 buildings on fire. Oh my gosh, no major damage, but the smallest ember can spread so fast. Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is in Nevada County. Yeah, it's really bad. There's huge fires every single year. I mean, like I said, you guys, it's eerie, but it's really something that you never see. I mean, there's a certain tunnel that we went in, and no way, no how did I not feel like there's no way that that place is like haunted, because no, the feeling is so I can't even explain it, you guys. It was, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about so you understand, because as soon as you see it, it's just you're like in a whole nother time. I mean, you have to think these tunnels were built a long time ago. And oh yeah, I want to show you guys that message I saw. But like, look at this. Like it's a very eerie feeling. And I mean, it's honestly, it's really cool. Some of these tunnels, like they were built by hands in certain parts. And it just makes you wonder how they did that. But they're very, very, very spooky in certain places, you guys. Like here's a picture I took because this next video, as I mentioned earlier, if you are easily upset by people's by cuss words or anything, you probably don't want to watch this one. Oh, this isn't even it, but this one was another message. I don't know who this is to or what this is about, but it's definitely a message. This is what I meant by like the light in there, you guys. There's parts where you don't have any, that's as much oxygen as you're getting. Okay, let me look at some of these comments real quick. Oh, hi, Gregory. Hi, Kenny. Oh, I saw those photos with angel wings. We do that here in Florida, but it's art on the sides of buildings. Yeah, I have footage of this stuff for days, but and each tunnel is different, you guys. Rebecca, I so agree, but they work for law enforcement. They make no bones about that. The Rockaway sheriffs are contracted to patrol. Okay, and I haven't seen anybody get back to me on that IMDb thing. Let me see. Namesakes are great. I named my son. Photo was Photoshop. Kylie's hair was 22 inches. And if you look, you can see 2 shoulders. Yeah, I don't understand. Her hair does look shorter in that picture, but it could be like, I don't know. It could be going back over her shoulder. I mean, my hair looks shorter in certain pictures than it is. I don't know. But yeah, no, the shoes are definitely not black or green, gray. I always agree with you. Great observations. Oh, wait, what did Suspicious catch? Rebecca, I so agree. Does anyone know if the FBI are still investigating this case? No, I don't know if anybody is investigating this case. That's the problem here, is that it doesn't seem like anybody did anything to investigate the case. You guys, honestly, nothing is being, done or talked about or anything. And that Washoe County Hasty picture, that makes me literally sick to my stomach, because they're right on top of her vehicle. So how did you not see it? How did you not pick it up? How does that not work, you guys? Let me see. Soul Fire Within. Oh, I'll put up another one for you guys while I'm going through these comments, because there's another one that you guys probably saw on the community page. Oh, this one was interesting. It's pretty cool looking though. But there's this one. Okay, let me go through some of these comments. Weird. Yeah, very weird. Tunnels where? What is this about? 7 miles of tunnels. I respectfully disagree that her car went into water on the 6th. Her car went in much later in that reservoir. And then that's why I bring these things up, because you guys know how I feel about, the cameras. I feel like they're legitimate, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how, if her car went in on that date, how did they not catch it being right on top of the vehicle? So that's really shocking to me, and that it doesn't sit well with me at all. Oh, I keep seeing Spirit Wolf's name. Spirit Wolf, you're in here. I haven't seen you in quite some time. Sean, that is weird. I've been saying for months Photoshop. Did they say hardcore powers? Mm-hmm. Very many, Eric. Very many. Okay, let me see. You always do. So has something happened in tunnels, or not sure what this is about? Sam, I went to the tunnels because I figured there would be messages in the tunnels. And there's definitely messages in the tunnels. Not tunnel snow sheds to prevent avalanche from pushing train off in the old days. Rob, thank you. I think we have a good group of people bringing valuable info. Agree, Kiki. Why was there no gas and or oil slicks not visible from the shore? 55. Right. Yeah, and I was wondering that too, because I would think that if the vehicle is there, I mean, at some point, wouldn't that start leaking into the reservoir? I mean, that would make sense to me if it's in submerged in water, but I haven't seen any picture where it even shows anything like that at all. Let's see. Much love, CC. Thank you, or 22 cents. 17th or 18th, it went in my opinion. And I need to verify the date that Washoe Hasty Team was out there, because it's I saw the picture and I grabbed it off of their Twitter. Kiki actually had me curious because she had posted something and I saw what she had posted about Washoe County Hasty Team being fully capable of doing this. And so I went searching for more pictures, and that picture, I was like, hold on, like I know that area, that's the area I come in every single time. And sure enough, it was. And so I knew that at one point I had gone down and taken a picture or a video over in that direction. So it was the closest thing I had to being, there. Obviously, it wasn't on the water line or anything. I can't match that up because I'm not in any kind of boat or any kind of thing like that. Nick said passenger window was either open or broken. Which one was it? I from the pictures that I've looked at, it looks like it was broken, because it looks like there's like pieces of glass shards still hanging from the top, but it's hard to tell what the glass that I found, which window it was, anything like that. But it definitely did the spider web, where it goes in a bunch of different directions and a ton of pieces. The other glass though did not, and that's where I was a little confused. I'm gonna look back through some of my older footage to see if I have the glass when I like better video of the glass when I originally found it, because there was a long piece in it when I originally had found it, and I didn't quite understand why there would be such a long sliver of it together, if it was one of the side windows. Let me see what other videos I can show you guys on this real quick. I'm trying to keep up with your comments. I'm trying to get better at doing that, you guys. I just get so excited to show you everything that I've been working on, because I want you to see what I find in these in the tunnels, and anything I come across that might mean something to other people. Now, this video I'm going to share right now, this one's a hard one for me, because I know that it was brought up that this drug was at the party to me. I cannot obviously say people's names or anything like that, but it was brought up, and I've always asked, was that something that was tested for? Would that still be showing up in someone's system? And this was in the tunnels, so it didn't sit well with me whatsoever. And then I try to pause it in different areas so you guys can maybe like screenshot it or whatnot, to see what you can make on there. But there's obviously a ton of things on these walls, and there's just so much stuff on these walls, and certain times you're like, well, what does that mean? And does that happen? You don't know what anything has to do with anything, obviously, but this was specific to me because of the fact that I have heard of this being there. That has actually been told to me. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys why I'm that photo Jagger posted finally was what Kylie was supposed to be wearing that night. Yeah, and I think that kids wear the same clothes. I mean, I wear the same clothes, and somebody has sent me the And see, Sean, I don't know how that works. So I had to like look it up and figure out, but if it was mix, I mean, I don't know. So it's interesting, guys. It's interesting that it would be mentioned and then still, and then find it in there. I do want to tell you guys why I am curious about the IMDb thing. So I said I wasn't going to dig into the autopsy, and I'm not. I can't bring anything. I've reached out to the doctor you guys have asked me to. I've reached out to a couple people on LinkedIn. Somebody, hopefully will want to discuss it. I just don't think that I can do anything with it. But I did find something that was weird to me, like really weird to me. So the reason why I'm asking you guys about the IMDb thing is because I thought it was like you have to sign up if you want to be like an actor or you want to be anything like that, but I don't know how that works. I mean, it definitely is about filmmakers, stuff like that, but I was looking up, him, and it's weird because I don't know why uh, uh, the doctor who is, I mean, like I said, I'm looking up a lot on certain things, like, then, I mean, there, why would you have this account unless I don't know. It didn't make sense to me, but why he would have an IMDb. So if that's something that people, they it just signs you up if you were in something, I don't know, but it was really strange to me, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go through some of these comments. I have so much more stuff I have to get put together. I wanted to, like I said, I don't like making the lives super long, like the 4-hour ones, because it's hard to replay. It's hard, I get comments all the time about how I talk too slow or I talk this or whatever. But I don't want to make you guys have to sit here for that long. If I can get out everything I need to within like an hour, hour and a half, that's awesome. But I have a lot more stuff I need to put together for you guys. But I want to make sure I have it all lined up. I do have the GPS location of where that picture was taken. That everybody is questioning. I will go there and take pictures there. But I'm obviously not going to disclose when I'm going there because I don't want to run into anybody if I don't have to. But I mean, if they want to run into me and they want to talk, I definitely would like that. I really am encouraging anybody that wants to talk and remain completely anonymous to do so. I have absolutely nothing to gain by talking to you except for finding justice for Kylie. So you don't even need to tell me your name. You can make a fake account. I don't care. At the end of the day, somebody knows something, and eventually somebody will have, their conscience will kick in, and that's what we have to hope for here, is that somebody is gonna have, just that moment where they just can't take it anymore, you guys. You have a listing if your name is in the credits of a movie listed on the site. Okay. So, okay, cool. So Lisa, thank you very much for sharing that. Because I didn't understand that. So I believe there was something he was in, so that would make sense. But it was like an investigative something. I'll have to find it on my phone. I took a screenshot of it on my phone. So I'll have to find that and get to the bottom of that. But it was just really weird to me to find that when you're the doctor that obviously has a lot surrounding him with, various autopsies and credibility. And there is a lot of people that have talked about him for a reason. So I just wanted to dig into him for a brief moment. I think that I'm going to leave, obviously, the IMDb Pro thing alone. But if any of you guys find anything, like, I just don't know. So, Lisa, if he is in like an episode, would it automatically just create it for him? So that's what I'm wondering. Yeah, no, read deeply, I know, but the thing is I feel like all we have to do is to continue to apply pressure and never take our eyes off one of those kids will crack. Exactly. Like I feel like as long as we are applying that pressure, and many of us chose not to just to be like, okay, yep, accident, that's what it is, you guys. No, we chose not to. We chose to fight for her, to give her the justice she deserves, and that is exactly what I think they were hoping wouldn't happen, is that everybody kind of just, okay, well, it's over now. That's that, but more's coming out. I mean, I feel like I have more information right now coming to me than I did while it was still nothing was released. So I feel like that backfired, and that's okay, because a case can be reopened. And that's the goal here, you guys. That is 100% the goal, is to get this case reopened and solved, and not just chalk it up to it's an accident because you said so. Because I do not take your investigating seriously at this point, because it's a joke. It literally is a joke how this case was handled. You nothing was done to bring this child justice, and it's disgusting to me. Let me see. Oh my god, sorry for spam. Yeah, country chickens, I thought maybe you had your hand on the keyboard or something. I saw that for a second there. Apparently Truckee has 17,000 cult members with broomstick, witches, hats, and magic wands, 3-foot bongs in their hands, and a blunt behind each ear. Yeah, I literally, I I've heard some things, and I'm like, wow, no, it's not really like that. But I mean, I don't know. There's definitely some secrets that are being kept right now. But I've tried to steer off of the cult thing, because I've been asked that a lot, and I have never ever seen anything like that. I think that I definitely think that people know more, though. I'm not going to go cult way with that. It's definitely not the way I'm going. Y'all take a moment. I think whatever happened to Kylie happened much earlier, and possibly at the lodge. There's a killer on the loose, and they just don't care. Yeah, and that's the thing, you guys. I just feel like they don't care, and it's really, really, really hard to show that you care more than law enforcement does. That's not how it should be. That is not right. These these law enforcement officers have children of their own. I know this. Like I don't understand how they would be okay just being like, yep, that's exactly what happened if it was their child. I don't know how they sleep, period. That it's disgusting to me to fail a child so terribly, terribly bad. So I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up, you guys. I'm reading the comments as they come in. I will definitely I'll have another live for you tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow afternoon. I have some things to do in the morning, but I'm gonna get all of that put together for you. If you need a certain picture that you saw sent to me, or that I sent to you, just let me know. I have no problem sending that. It only takes me a couple seconds, you guys. So thank you guys so much for joining. I hope this helped with anything that you needed to see. I have much more to go over. We'll obviously cover the tunnels a little bit more next time. I still have to get all that footage off. I have more dash cam footage. I just want to make things make sense and do what's right here, you guys. So I appreciate all of your comments, everything, everybody joining me, taking time out of your day to be here. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you.